freestyle open division, both male and female competitors in this category.
Yeah, here we have Kaylee's Heart and Soul teammates out of Baton Rouge, Louisiana. We have Kirby Davis turning on the left and Adam Pang kind of behind now on the right. Going into interesting move with a double rope release for double Dutch.
Now, double Dutch singles has 3 members as opposed to 4 in double Dutch pairs. And of course, they use 2 ropes of equal length, usually about 12 to 16 feet. All 3 will be turning and jumping in this competition.
We have more points given when the turners and jumpers perform the tricks together. If you watch closely, the turners are always doing something. A lot of times the action kind of goes to the jumper in the middle, but the turners are the ones that are really making that happen. Got a little bobble there that will cost them, but they get right back into it.
What's a typical deduction for a bobble like that?
That was a major mistake, so that'll be a 0.4 deduction. And Kaylee's rounding it off with a nice, strong power sequence here.
She is incredibly strong and very impressive gymnastic skills as well. Now the Summer Wind Skippers out of Boise, Idaho. USA Jump Rope All-Star Billy Jackson in the ropes. Shane Windsor's on the left, Lee Reisig, the turner on the right.
And here they're going to go into a really great exchange. You can see both turner and jumper going over each other.
Now last year, Kelsey, you won this event on a team featuring Billy Jackson and Callie Wold.
Yeah, certainly one of my favorite events. I'd say all of us jumpers love double Dutch.
How long does it take to get a routine like this together?
It takes all season. Our season is from August to June, and they work on it nonstop to try to work out all these little kinks and make sure that it's as hard and creative as they can get it.
And then next year they start over with a completely new routine?
I know that this team does. They pride themselves on kind of doing new skills each year, pushing the envelope every year.
Very complex.
Everybody's always doing something. That's the goal. Shane rounds it out with a great power combination, showing a lot of strength.
Incredible athleticism. The Summer Wind Skippers. Hot Dog USA. Garrett Johnson with his back to us in the ropes.
We got Matthew Booty turning on the right and Matthew Skurnick on the left. These have been working together a long time, have a really complex routine.
This team is from near the Seattle area. They have a very strong gymnastics background.
This team works a lot on gymnastics, and you'll see that showing throughout their routine. The cool part is they keep those ropes going the whole time, and the action is pretty nonstop.
This is one of the few teams that actually employs a gymnastics coach on their staff, don't they?
Certainly helps with moves like these.
Oh, slight mistake there. Now, Kelsey, how do you decide how much risk to take in a performance?
All teams are different. Some would prefer an easier routine that they can nail, but this team, I know that they just go for it. They make it as hard as they can and as complex as they can and risk those mistakes. Here's an awesome part where Garrett just goes flying off Matthew's back. Right into a segment. It's the spotted back tuck. And you'll notice here is where turners are doing just as much as those jumpers are.
I'm so impressed with the quality of the athletes here. They're very strong, acrobatic, and of course, their aerobic capacity is amazing. Nice finish for Hot Dog USA. So they overcame some of the mistakes with the footwork. It was the degree of difficulty that served Hot Dog USA well. They get the win by just 6/100ths of a point.
Congratulations to you guys. I know you've been trying to win this for many years now. Hot Dog USA ended up on top. How does it feel?
Feels great. It's taken us a few years. Every year we've kind of blown it on TV, but we got it this year. Very happy.
I'm Stuart Isaacs. Find out who has the fastest feet in America next.
We're back on Galveston Island in the beautiful San Luis Resort, right on Seawall Drive. Much of the buzz in the jump rope world this year surrounded Soltari, which was an all-star dance crew, which included some of your former teammates at the Summer Wind Skippers. Let's talk a little bit about Soltari.
Yeah, they appeared on America's Best Dance Crew on MTV, and they did so well in the East Coast regionals that they made it onto the show and qualified into the top 5. So great props to the team.
It was a great boost for the sport, and in fact, later on in the show, we're going to have an opportunity to see an encore performance of Soltari, which in Spanish means to leap or to jump, and let's do just that. Let's jump right back to the competition. Now this is female single rope pairs freestyle. These are the Cary Super Skippers out of Cary, North Carolina. Amy Tarquini and Kelly Conrad. Amy is on your right, Kelly on your left.
And you notice these are two females jumping together here. The routine looks a lot different. Right there they did a little rope release action. They go right into some power skills. Judges will refer to skills that go your head under your waist as inversion and displacement, but us jumpers call them power tricks. You'll see them do quite a few of those in this routine.
How important is synchronization in this particular competition?
It's huge. For pairs, you got to be on together, both people doing the same thing at the same time. So communication is critical, and just going through the routine and making sure you got it down. Here they go into some of those power skills again. Into a nice round off to donkey kick, and a rope release to finish it out.
Quite a clean presentation. Next up, the Bouncing Bulldogs out of Durham, North Carolina. Mary Hunter Benton is a sophomore in college at UNC. She's on your right. Erica Zen will be a senior in high school. She's now on your right.
Yeah, it's been really fun to watch these two jump together. They've been partners for many years.
Oh, little bobble there.
Yeah, they were going to go for assisted front flip, but looks like the timing was off. Erica made the decision to come down. Probably a good thing for safety. They get right back into the routine. Had a little power combination there. There's a rope release where they let go of one handle and catch it. Those have been really popular in the last few years. Everybody's throwing those rope release moves.
You mentioned the trends. Obviously, you have to throw as much difficulty as you can, but you got to be as clean as possible, too.
Right. These two have a clean routine, and their difficulty is really high. They know exactly what to do to please the judges, especially being partners for so long. They've got it down.
And it doesn't hurt to get the crowd on your side as well. Nicely done. Next up, Skip It. This is Nicole and Michelle Jewett out of Boulder, Colorado, and as you can tell, they are identical twins.
They certainly do a great job in this routine with staying synchronized. They do all their tricks perfectly together, and that's what all pairs routines really strive for.
You know, they say that twins communicate on a different level. Do you think they have an advantage in this event, actually?
You know, it probably doesn't hurt. I love watching them jump together because not only are they synchronized, but they look the same too. It's pretty fun to watch.
Now, this is a little bit different from some of the other pairs in that there's probably not as much difficulty, but their synchronization and execution is very precise.
They're certainly playing to their strengths. They do exactly what they need to do to make the routine look as best they can for them. Everybody has different strengths in jump rope, and they play to those. Here's a little interaction. They do some footwork together in the rope. Lots of rope manipulation with these crosses around their bodies.
And no mistakes for Skip It, which gives them second in the tiebreaker over the Carey Super Skippers. It's the Bouncing Bulldogs who take the win.
Congratulations to you guys. How does it feel to have won the pairs championship today?
Feels great, but we couldn't have done it without the team and support from everyone back in the stands, back home.
And now it's male single rope speed, where you find the fastest feet in America and where the object is simple. Go as hard as you can. The most jumps in a minute, win it. Now this is Stuart Isaacs from Juggernaut Jumpers out of Cincinnati. Stuart took a year off from the sport, but is back strong this year.
Here's Jesse Bika. He's last year's champion from Hot Dog USA. Jesse's facing away from the audience, probably just to get himself into the zone and go as fast as he can for this whole minute. Jumpers sometimes rotate around. You'll see them doing a lot of different things.
Shane Windsor out of Summer Wind Skippers. What a day he's having. Finished second in the single rope pairs freestyle, second in the male 3-minute speed, and second in the double Dutch single freestyle. And here in male single rope speed, he lays down 366 to best Stuart Isaacs by 4.
Congratulations, Shane, our new national champion in 1-minute speed. How does it feel?
You know, it feels great. It's a number I've been working towards for a long time, like 6 years now, so I'm pretty stoked.
Hi, I'm Kaylee Kuvion. I jump with Heart and Soul in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, and I'll be jumping in female single rope freestyle.